Hi everyone, this is StariAri and I'm here to give you guys a pick a card for the month of March. So we have 4 piles here and it's pretty much a predictive thing that we're going to do for this month. So here we go. Here's pile number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So go ahead and take the time right now, connect to your higher self and guides, and ask them which pile will give you a little bit of insight to the month of March for you. If you chose pile number 1, the energy for the month of March for you is life experience. So life experience is the equivalent to the Tower card. And you know what I like about this explanation or this choice of wording for this card in particular is because it really is just a life experience. It's just an understanding that, you know, some things might not turn out the way that you want them to turn out, but that's okay. We have to continue moving forward. The Tower in so many ways is a warning of a redirection in the route that you're taking at this time. There might be a possibility that this has to do with relationships to like you or your stability, or how you feel about your current life trajectory, to include your relationships with others, as well as to include the way that you're perceiving the future of your own career path. Okay, to me this is more of a kind of emphasis on career more than anything for this month for you. Okay, so if you're having a bit of trouble with trying to figure out the direction to go towards when it comes to career or how you make money, then this is definitely a time for you to contemplate on a better direction towards that goal. Okay, so it might just be that you are having a hard time with making a choice or deciding which career best suits you. Maybe you're stuck in a job where you are gaining, monetary stability. You are getting paid and you're comfortable with that flow of income, but you might not be comfortable with the environment itself. There might be something that you're doing or people around you are doing that you might not feel like it's true to your nature or it's true to your path. Okay, so this is what this is all about. It is a time of contemplation and a time for you to really redirect that energy towards a different career field. Okay, so if your life path so happens to be the complete opposite of what you're doing right now to make money, then this is the card. This is why this card is showing up. Okay, this is why this Tower card is showing up for you. Okay, so moving on, we have the Prince of Winter. So the Prince of Winter is someone who is super enthusiastic, who does not want to wait for an opportunity because they don't want it to pass him by or whatnot, but also isn't looking at the consequences of their actions. Okay, so the Prince of Winter energy might be linked to why you are feeling this way about the career that you're choosing or that you're remaining in. Okay, it could just be that there's fear involved of the unknown, or possibly moving into a different career field that you might not be happy with in the long run. So to me, this is kind of like the energy that's behind the Tower moment. It is the energy of just doing things without thinking. Okay, or doing things because it is self-gratifying at that time and not thinking long-term goals here. Okay, you're not thinking long-term stability here. So remember, if you have something that's coming up, maybe there is an opportunity coming up to make more money, but there is a possibility that the way that you're making that money isn't in, I would say, in your best interest in the long run, meaning that it's just quick change and that's it. You might need to think things through before accepting the offer or before moving into this path, okay? So next one is the Six of Spring. So this one centers around your feelings and your emotions, but it also centers around the way that you perceive things. So it could be, because we are in the Tower energy for this month for you, it could just be that you are remembering events in a very different way than other people, or you have this memory of success or the way that you initially manifested money a long time ago that doesn't work for you anymore, okay? So there seems to be this wanting to return to the simplest ways of feeling stable or making money, but we cannot do that, okay? This month is all about growth. So there could be a possibility that you probably were relying on someone, financially speaking, for a very long time, and now that reliable friend or family member is no longer able to give you the funding or the funds that you need for whatever you need them for, okay? So it could be a possibility because of the changes that you need to make in your life, or what you really need to go towards, that you are feeling blocked, or there is going to be a blockage in the flow of money, because you have to really think about the direction that you want to go towards and how it's going to affect you in the long term, okay? So that being said, moving on, we have the Princess of Autumn. So this is what you're going to learn for this month. Eventually, you're going to move from the Tower moment, from removing yourself from situations that's centered around fast money, that's centered around misery or toxic environments within a job, and move into something that you really, really feel is your life's mission, okay? So the fear behind letting go of a secure job is definitely going to be challenging you this month in order for you to make the proper steps towards this goal, okay? And this goal is all about a career change that is much more beneficial for you in the long run, that it's gonna help you strive towards, you know, really living your life's purpose here, okay? That is gonna help you think things through and make a plan of action towards the goals that you want to actualize this month. That's gonna help you make more money in the end, okay? More money than this one over here, okay? So more security this way than this one that you're currently in, okay? So that being said, I know it's going to be very challenging, but you have to really look at the different, I would say, doors that are opening for you, the different opportunities that are opening for you to really work your way towards your life's purpose here. And whatever that looks like to you, if you have to go back to school, if you have to get certified in something, if you have to, you know, learn about your new chosen path, then do it. You know, you have the opportunity this month to make that change that you've been wanting to make for a very long time. Even if it has to be something like leaving the job that you have right now, that you feel, oh, this is my stability, this is my, you know, this is how I make money, and into a job that might not be paying you as well, but it's better for you because it gives you the opportunity to work on this over here on your life path, then whatever you choose is the right choice for you. But as long as you acknowledge that things are changing here, okay? Things are going to have to be, things are in so many ways, life experience, and the Tower moment or Tower energy is about forcing the changes in your life to happen, via the universe, okay? And so just be aware of that, that if you are still feeling stuck or unhappy in your life when it comes to your career, when it comes to your abundance, then that's because we had to look at other things that are coming into play here that are keeping you stuck there, okay? That are keeping you from not moving towards your life purpose here, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, if you chose pile number 2, you chose release. So this is the death card. So release is a good thing, you know, death is a good thing. Death brings about change and rebirth, okay? It brings about new energy that we can work with to create the life that we truly desire, okay? It also helps us acknowledge that what cycles we are going through are no longer helpful for our growth anymore, or no longer safe or even healthy. So releasing this is important for us to move forward in our lives, to really choose a life of peace, happiness, harmony, and abundance for us and for all of our loved ones, okay? So this month, this is something that is going to be a theme for you, where you're going to have to choose change over complacency, over being stuck, or over fear, okay? So moving on, we have the 3 of Winter. So to me, this release or this death energy is coming in regarding a relationship. The 3 of Winter represents 3 energies just not getting along, 3 energies crossing each other. And you represent the middle energy right here, right? Like you see the little girl holding on to 3 ice picks or whatever these are. You're in the middle, and then 2 energies are crossing you, so that it's kind of not helping you with moving forward with your life. To me, I feel like this is centering a relationship, a very important one in your life. It could be a romantic one, or it could also be with friendships or even with family members. So whatever feels right to you, apply it to that. But we also have to be very honest with ourselves. Sometimes we might think, oh, this doesn't apply to me, but we don't really see the red flags because we are still, you know, wearing our rose-colored glasses. We do have, you know, this energy from, you know, Venus and Pisces energy that is making that even more hard for us to really see the truth of a relationship, okay? So, or really admit that things are not as we thought they were, okay? So, moving on, we have the 6 of Winter. So, change is the key here, okay? We are moving away from this scenario, this situation between us and others, and moving towards something better for ourselves. You know, finally seeing the truth of what's going on here, and welcoming in a new energy or a new perception or a new relationship, okay? That's what the goal is to move away from this toxic energy, to really be honest with ourselves and allow the death card to assist us with that, okay? Allow that to remove the rose-colored glasses from our eyes, and so that we can see the truth of a relationship for what it really is, which is not healthy for us, okay? And then when we finally see that, when we finally deal with it, of course, and the way that you deal with it is going to be specific to you. It could be head-on dealing with confrontations, or speaking your truth, which is the most important thing you can do for yourself. And then changing the way that you are, you know, relating to the relationship, and really seeing things that are going to help you with healing from it, okay? So that you can move forward with your life. So moving on, we have the 4 of Spring. So this is definitely a card of hope. To me, this represents something like You might think that this one is a good like relationship, that this is the best that you can get, or this is the best that you can do when it comes to, you know, intimacy or intimate partner, or even a friendship, or even a family, you know, situation. But I'm going to tell you right now, this forest spring is telling you something's better is coming into the picture. But first you have to release that. Release the attachment to this person, or to the cycle of toxicity, or to the pain and the suffering that you've been through the entire time with this person. Okay, to me, honestly, all of us have to go through these cycles so that we can realize what true love really looks like and feels like, and appreciate it for what it is, not this whole codependency, you know, enmeshment thing here. Okay, that's why this one is different than this one. Okay, this one is about equality, about two souls coming together out of respect for one another, out of admiration, out of love, unconditional love, to be exact, not conditional one like you were in this one. Okay, so this is two soulmates coming together and finally creating the life that they desire. Okay, so this could be friendship, this could be a romantic relationship, or this could be, you know, you moving on and mending things with whatever happened with that relationship with your family member. Okay, so that being said, this is the card of hope, like I stated before. So this month you have a lot to learn. You have a lot to learn when it comes to releasing and letting go of people that are not good for you. And then, of course, choosing to move forward with your life without them, okay? Or with them if you try to really fix the relationship, okay? Whatever you're choosing is right for you. And then really seeing the potential of growth through an actual partnership or relationship that is respectable, you know, as well as that is definitely connected to unconditional love, okay? So that's all I have for you guys for this month. Hope this helps you guys out on your journey, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, if you chose pile number 3, you chose Strength card. So this will be the theme for this month. Something that has to do with just understanding everything that you've gone through. So cycles from your past, to include past life cycles, as well as looking forward to a better future for yourself. I feel like a lot of people who chose this card in particular will have a lot of obstacles that they need to readdress. To me, it feels very karmic, meaning that there's possible information coming in from these cycles once more, repetitive cycles, communications from the past. It could also mean that there's going to be a situation that is going to be something that you have to confront once more. You're probably thinking, oh no, not this again, or what else is going to happen? So I'm just letting you know that this is just a theme for this month. It's just kind of like wrapping it up, meaning like the cycle needs to be finally completed. The information that you're receiving needs to be understood and acknowledged, as well as healed. That's what I'm picking up on this, okay? So moving on, we have the Princess of Winter. The Princess of Winter is the energy that's crossing, or why it's necessary for you to rely on your strength, your ability to adapt and overcome. The Princess of Winter is a connection to someone, or even yourself, that might be a little bit standoffish when it comes to their emotions, but very blunt, very adaptable, to include very realistic when it comes to their vision and when it comes to interactions with others, okay? So this could be something like, maybe there's a situation that's being repeated once more because you need to really hear it again, or maybe you need to really grasp what the problem is with the situation or with the cycle, what the wisdom is that is coming forth once more for you to acknowledge and understand about yourself as well as your interactions with whomever is involved here in this cycle once more, okay? So moving on, this is the whole reason behind it. So ultimately, when you start to acknowledge your role in this situation, taking responsibility, as well as understanding how far you've come, meaning that you acknowledge that you've been through a lot and you're no longer in the victim mentality and you're ready to move forward, you know, self-empowered and self-reliant and independent, then you move into the 6 of autumn. Okay, so all these good things that you've done for a lot of people throughout your lifetime is finally paying off. So all of that dedication to self-improvement, as well as dedication to assisting others, to include acknowledging your own role in situations, is finally paying off. The universe is finally rewarding you with something good. Okay, moving on. So this is ultimately what you will transform into, the Princess of Spring, which is a very enthusiastic energy, very creative, very energetic. It is also about chasing your dreams and following through with them. So anything that was blocking you or possibly preventing you from moving forward to this direction, such as personal relationships with others, a personal relationship with yourself, with your past in particular, then all of that stuff has been moved away now, and now you're looking forward to a brighter future, something about expanding your understanding of who you are and why you came here. And I'm also getting something about how your interactions with others have a lot to do with your soul's mission here, okay? If it's something to do with self-healing, self-improvement, transformation, and all that good stuff, then that's the reasons why you've had these situations with others, okay? That's the reasons why you've had to go through the things that you've gone through, so that you could be someone that people admire and look up to, and be kind of like the example of strength and perseverance and dedication and success. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm picking up for you guys for this month. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, if you chose pile number 4, you chose the Magician energy for this month. So this is kind of like, to me, a lot of you guys are starting to really understand the potential that you have to create your world, to have control over your destiny, to manifest your reality, or to manifest a path towards your dreams. Okay, this is what the Magician represents, a kind of like the alchemist who has knowledge and understanding of his role or her role in the universe, and how that can affect other people around them, to include their own trajectory towards their goals, towards their life purpose. Every choice that we make counts. Every thought that we have manifests. Everything has to do with our soul's journey, as well as an acknowledgement of the power that we truly have to create the life that we desire. Okay, so that's what the Magician really represents, is the pretty much the acquisition of wisdom through trial and error, through understanding how all of the elements come together to form you, and how everything around you does pretty much affect you and affect the way that you perceive your world and the way that you co-create it. Okay, so moving on, we have the King of Winter. So this energy is the crossing energy for the Magician. This is what we might be facing as a little bit of a bump in the road. Okay, so the King of Winter is someone who is knowledgeable, very left-brained, unemotional is the key here. So this is kind of like understanding our emotions, understanding how things affect us, how people's words affect us, how situations in our lives affect us, whether or not we feel that we are successful, whether or not we feel like we are loved. All of these things affect our manifestation abilities to really concentrate on, you know, creating the perfect life for ourselves and for our loved ones, right? So the King of Winter comes in and tells you, you know, rationality is good, but we also have to balance every other element. So it's just not air quality. It has to be fire. It has to be earth. It has to be water in particular, especially water. This is something that the King of Winter unfortunately lacks, okay, is the emotional connection here, a deeper understanding of empathy, you know, things like that. And so getting advice from someone who you feel is very in tune with their emotions is very important for this month. Really understanding where our emotions lead us towards, especially with our soul's purpose, where, you know, if we feel unsatisfied, if we feel anger, if we feel resentment, we feel remorse, if we feel any type of negativity about our path and our current circumstances, about our relationships, things like that, we have to figure out why, okay? And so it's a good thing to really analyze, but don't overdo it or overanalyze to the point that you don't feel anything anymore, okay? To the point that you're continuously making excuses for people's behavior towards you and all that stuff, okay? So this is what we have to learn for this month, okay, in order for us to really step into our role as a magician here. So moving on, we have the Ace of Spring. So this is a new beginning, a new energy coming in to assist you. There seems to be a connection here with someone, a relationship, possibly if you are in a relationship, maybe learning more about their point of view when it comes to emotional health. Possibly if you are not in a relationship, maybe meeting someone who will assist you in that capacity to really hone in on understanding yourself through your emotional states, okay? So what's going on here is an opportunity to really connect in this way with someone in an intimate level. Intimacy doesn't mean physical intimacy all the time. It also means emotional intimacy, okay? So if you were feeling a little bit uneasy with that, with emotional intimacy for a very long time, then this is the opportunity that you might have to meet someone who will help you understand that it is okay to have an emotional connection. It is okay to really understand your emotions at a deeper level, okay? So moving on, we have the Queen of Autumn. So the Magician with the Queen of Autumn, this is a combination of force energy. This is the ultimate goal here for this month, is you finally feeling like you're manifesting, finally feeling rich, finally feeling like you can really get everything that you desired, okay, out of life. Your highest potentials are really optimized here. The universe is on your side here. You're manifesting effortlessly, okay? So these two energies, you're representing this for the whole month, but you're ultimately evolving into the Queen of Autumn, meaning that she has the control to manifest what she desires. She also is grounded in understanding herself better and understanding that all elements combined lead to the life that she desires to bring into fruition, as well as all of the relationships that she wants to remain with her or to really explore for future, partnerships and things like that, are finally feeling like they are stable. So this is a long-term thinker here, long-term goals type of energy too, okay? So this is definitely where we're headed for this month, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the month. Bye-bye.